Welcome to Art with Mr. P. Yep, that's me. Hello, class. Let's look at the steps for Project 1 as we do this project in Term 2. Now, the topic that we are looking on are art subjects. So, the assignment that we're given under this topic was to select a picture from the internet or a magazine or a book that belongs to one of the following subjects: portrait, or figure drawing or painting, or landscape or seascape. Now, in this demonstration, I will show all the steps needed for submission. This can be applied to any art subject chosen. Stage 1. Select your artwork reference. Artwork reference that I have selected, one of my pieces which was posted in 2017. The link to this picture and others like it are stated below and will be placed in this description. Now, once you have selected your reference picture, please upload that picture to Google Classroom with your label. Because this is one of my pieces, the name I have done the submission under is Romain Brown. So, when you upload your picture to Google Classroom, you're uploading it in the Announce Something with your class section. Now your label should identify your name, your class, and the title of the work or topic of the work. So I have Romain Brown, 1S2, and portrait. The media that I'm going to be using to redo this piece is new media. Now stage 2. Select the media tools to be used. So identify the tools that you will need and have them all ready. Then write a description list for your art reference. So once you have your art reference, you're going to be doing a description list. So look at your piece, look at the piece you've selected, and simply write down what you see. So my description list looks something like this. Number 1, I'm seeing a low cut hair. I am seeing two eyebrows, 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, lips, a beard and moustache, blue striped shirt, orange necktie, and brown skin. If you see anything here that I have not listed, please add it in the comment section below. Stage 3. Start recreating using selected media. So new media was selected to be used for this recreation by me. Now any media can be used. So you have the free option if you choose to use dry media or wet media as well. Now as a reminder, new media refers to any form of a digital creation or the use of non-traditional formats or devices. Stage 3. Once we have clarified our description list, we're going to be using our reference picture to redraw the piece using new media. So please ensure that the surface you're drawing on is turned in the same direction as the item you're drawing from. Now, let's start drawing by identifying individual parts at a time, one at a time. So let's start with the head. So I'm only using a shape which identifies how the head is formed. Now I'll be moving to the neck and the shirt. Once I have those in place, I'm going to be trying to ensure that I color or put in the details of the item that I'm focusing on. I have just put the lines in the shirt, and because the line options in new media based on the software I'm using, so I'm using Microsoft Publisher, and the options in filling the shapes with a texture or line are very limited. So I've selected the best option that suits what I'm trying to recreate. Now, after the shirt has been finished, or I'm satisfied with the line directions I want to use, I'm going to be moving to the tie. Now, the process is to ensure that my shape is drawn in first. I will go about coloring that space. So I'm drawing and coloring one area at a time. Now I'm going to be moving to the nose, eyes, and the eyebrows. Now when drawing details on the head, you have to put in your guidelines. So the first guideline needed will be that center line, which identifies the middle of the head. Then I'm using 3 lines, which are needed to give the correct spacing and guidelines for the following areas. So at first, center line identifies our nose, as it should be in line with the tip of the nose. Now the nose starts from the first line at the top and it goes a little below the line in the middle. Now the line at the top is what I'm using to place the eyes on, and the eyes are usually placed center of that line. Once I have that, I quickly put in the pupils and color accordingly. Once those ears are complete, I'm going for the eyebrows. Now the eyebrows are curved above the eyes. So we quickly draw in our representative shape. It can be in any style you want. I'm trying to use as close to the reference as I have, as it's a bit thicker towards the nose, thinner moving away from the nose. After that has been completed and I'm satisfied, my next step is to go to the ears, the hair, and the lips. So I'm starting my ears by sticking with with a shape. So I'm going oval on both sides. Now you will note that I start the ears from the line at the top, going to the line in the middle. So the measurement for the ears starts from the side where the eyes connect to the head and they go low to where the nose ends. All right, so that's from the top line to the middle line. Next, I'm going to be trying to draw the outline for my hair and apply the color accordingly. Then I'll be doing the lips. Now it'll be noted that the cleft of the lip, or the part that bends in on the top lip, is in line with the center line drawn, and it has that dip or V-like shape similar to the peak of the nose. So the top lip is drawn first, then I put in the bottom lip. Now once I'm satisfied with those areas, I erase the guidelines that I had to the measurement of my face. So all those lines are erased. Once those are gone, then I will now check my work with my description list. Now, the first thing I'll go through is just to ensure that what I want to have or what I'm seeing in the work I'm looking on is seen in the work that I am doing. Now, I'm going to be comparing this list to what I have finished. So if I look for low cut hair, I'm seeing a low cut hair there. So that is seen in my work as well. I do have two eyebrows in my work. I do have two eyes. I'm seeing two ears. I'm seeing a nose. And I'm seeing lips. Ah, I did not put in the beard and moustache. So that is missing from my final drawing. I have the blue striped shirt and I have the orange necktie. But I did not color the skin. So the skin is looking in the same color as my paper. So what I will need to do is to do my corrections to this list or to my final work before I submit. Now, I've made my corrections, so I'm going to be checking with my list again to ensure I have everything. So I have the low cut hair, I have the two eyebrows, I have the two eyes, I have the two ears, I have the nose, I have the lips, I now have the beard and moustache, I have the blue striped shirt, I have the orange necktie, and I have the brown skin. So all the items I described are seen in my finished work. Now, once my work is finished, I will save it or I will take a picture of the work to be uploaded with my description list. So I will upload to Google Classroom and ensure that my labels are there. So the name is present, the class, and the subject for which the work covers. I also identify the media which I used and the materials which I used for that media. So the materials I used was a digital software, and the software was Microsoft Publisher. Now, the other submissions identify that picture 1 is my description list, picture 2 shows my finished work, and picture 3 is the reference picture. So the description list is seen at the top left, the finished work is seen to the top right, and the reference picture is at the bottom left. So remember, you are not limited by the number of pictures you want to submit, as your mistakes or practices can also be submitted for extra marks. These will show how you improved or problem solved as you completed the piece. Remember, listen, understand, then do. There is no rush, there is no haste. Take your time. If you do have a question and you do not yet understand, please ask. I will be more than happy to assist you. Once you understand, then please feel free to do as best as you can. Now, the art of learning starts with creating. So as long as we understand everyone, let's start creating. I look forward to see you at our next class. So have a good day and see you then.